I start this video, officially this video, go check out my description box right now. Click on my description. There you will find my salon website. You use that link to schedule an appointment with me, either in person or online. There's also my GoFundMe. You can use that link to my GoFundMe if you're unable to schedule an appointment with me in person or online. You can use that to help support. If you still want support, you can also use that to help support. If you can't access that GoFundMe link, I also have my Venmo that I will also link as well. I will also link my social medias. You can like, comment, subscribe, as well as follow me on those other platforms as well. I have TikTok, I have Instagram, follow friend threads, things like that. I'm very active on threads. I have to talk about how I just am. But yeah, y'all, I really hate August. I really hate August. I really hate this last Monday. I'll let you tell you what. So first this past Monday, well, I think that night before I talked about how I put a video out. It was a very short video. I put a video out just saying that my partner, her family cat, is like, he's a lot older. So he's I think like 14, I think. And he's on his, basically on his last leg, on his last days. And so I put out a video really asking what it means to help financially, help not just, but also help my partner, especially because we both are very much struggling with, struggling financially. My partner basically only basically works outside the house. I can work on call outside the house, and I'm really trying to get more busy, get busier, and being able to provide myself, provide for myself what is important. And each and every week I'm asking TikTok, I'm asking friends, I'm asking everybody I can to help me, because I really realized the reason why I there's a reason why you would see videos of me just like spiraling and all that, and then I would like feel certain type of way and things like that. I honestly kind of like had a breakthrough one day where I found out that I'm just so alone and I don't have anybody to help me. No, yeah, I have my partner to help me, or they can help me, but they've never helped me once with anything. All they do is just complain and just treat me terribly. That's another story. Okay, but it's not help that I'm getting. It's not support that I'm getting. It's mainly just complaints. And the reason I can't ask family is because they're miles away, far away from me, so I can't ask. And so I'm really needing, like, I can only do so much on my own. I'm really reaching out to people as much as I can. I'm trying to apply to jobs and things like that. But after you got job scam after job scam, it's just no. Like, it's not good at all. Like, I think I've gone through like 4 job scams, and that started last year.
when I lost my previous job, and then I was constantly looking for other jobs and thought I had found some. And then it led me to arguing with my bank because they were starting to kind of like close up and freeze my account and doing all this stuff. And it's just messed up. And it messed me up. And I really had a hard time bouncing back. Now, my hair is a mess. I haven't washed it in months. The last time I washed it was probably in March. It's terrible, but I can't afford shampoo. I've been needing shampoo. I literally put out videos literally saying that I ran out of shampoo. I'm almost out of shampoo. I need y'all to help me. I'm running out of heat protectant. I need y'all to help me, you know? And it's just like, it's hard getting people to really help, especially when you're like really needing the help and nobody's wanting to help you, you know? But yeah, I put that out on Monday, just talking about, you know, just talking about how I'm really wanting to help my partner out, help their family cat, making sure they go to the bed and, everything seeing what's wrong and, doing everything I can because I'm such a good person. I like to help others. I want to help others. It's what I do. I can't stop doing that. Even though I need to help myself more than anything, but I can't stop helping people. But yeah, that's basically reason why I this Monday was a day, and it really made me hate Mondays. Um, but yeah, main reason why I really do not like August. So this goes all the way back to 2023. So this will be a little bit of story time, but 2023, I was in beauty school. So this was the summer of 2023. I was in beauty school. I was about to finish. Like I was so close to finishing. I think um my estimated graduation date was in August. Like legit. It was in August. I had a whole plan if I was gonna do this. This was the same year that my mom was turning 50. So I was getting ready. We were getting ready for her 50th. And along with that, I wanted to graduate, being able to be like, Mama, I'm finishing school and I'm basically like, I'm coming home to see you. I'm coming home to see you. Instead of always having to leave, because I literally, when it came to her birthday, I always had to leave for school. And with this rate, I was able to come home, come back to her, and that thing. And I wanted to really utilize that by, you know, being able to finish up everything within school, being able to take my state forward, being able to pass it, finishing up my hours and everything like that. So I was literally like eschewing so close. I had already picked out the dress I was going to wear to my mom's 50th because we were doing like a celebration. My mom, she was going to do like a party bus. She was going to have me do her hair that I saw in her notes that she wanted me to do her hair. I did her hair before. I did it for the Beyonce concert that year. Yeah, everybody went to the Beyonce concert but me. And I'm just here like, you could have taken me with you. I could have literally gotten ready. I could have went to see Beyonce. I literally could have went to see Beyonce, but I couldn't. Hey, I loved Beyonce ever since. Like, literally, she was the reason I wanted to become a singer, basically. She's the reason I wanted to become a singer at first, but, she really inspired me to become a performer. So, instead of specifically being a singer, I want to, you know, I want to like act and sing and dance and things like that. So that's kind of like she was basically the inspiration for it. And yeah, I could see her, and that would be my first concert. Like I still have yet to go to a concert. I love it. So yeah, it was basically that year and around that time. And so as I was getting ready, it was like the beginning of August. This was like around August 3rd. Um, August 3rd, I'm in school. It's like a Thursday or something like that. And we were just it's just like, okay, I have just gotten on it. Yeah, I think it was some color. It was called touch up. It was either a color touch up or some go out. And I got done. I was like, break. I like, took that break. Was outside because we had like in this sunset areas. People to do that. So I just, saw out there. And then someone comes to get me suddenly and tells me my uncle's here. I'm here like, what? First of all, how does any of my family know where I go to school from? Because not one person, not one family member, but my mom and my partner came to my school. Like, ain't nobody but them. So I'm like, surprised and stuff. And, I'm like, okay, let me go. I go up the front. My uncle tells me he has to go. So we gotta head back to St. Louis. As you know, St. Louis is my hometown. And I mean, like, what more? I was so confused. Like, I was so confused. So, I got like a stay overnight bag. I left school, got an overnight bag, and was on the way. Nothing was told to either of us what had happened. And so we was just heading there. And I'm like, I gotta call my mom. I gotta figure out what's happening. But something told me not to say, like, not to contact anybody. I don't know what it is, but it was like one side of me was telling me, call mom, call mama, ask what's happening, what was happening. And another side of me was like, no, don't do it. Just let it happen. Let it flow. You get to it when you get there. I'm like internally just anxious and nervous. I'm like, what is happening? No. And me, I'm assuming that, it's my grandfather because he'd been in and out of hospitals. Or maybe my grandmother. No, not expecting it to be anybody else. But then we get there. My aunt comes out and she tells me, like, this day, I'm like, still, I still have the same exact emotions that I had when I first found out to when it happened. But she said, she told me when we got to the hospital in St. Louis, my mom had a stroke. My mom had a stroke. My dad had found her when she was already down. She was on the floor. She's down on the floor. Found her having a stroke. Really, I'm now envisioning it. Ever since finding that out, I have a vivid vision of it. It's insane. I clearly had a vivid picture in my head of my grandmother's body when my mom had called me to tell me my grandmother had passed. Like, this is
this is how it was. This is how vivid it was. I wasn't there when my mother was. My mom told me I knew exactly where she was, and everybody else was there. They saw her. I didn't. I didn't see her until her funeral, and I saw her body in that casket. And it was crazy how vivid that picture was. It was vivid. Oh, see, my mom died of stroke. And so when she had told me that, after my aunt had told me that I had, that after my aunt had told me that my mom had a stroke, I was angry. I was frustrated. I was stressed the fuck out. I was nervous, anxious. My anxiety was through the roof. I was like, how did this happen? Why did it happen? Really inside my mind, I was literally asking these questions. But at that moment, exactly how I was after asking those questions just now, I froze. I started crying. I broke down and started crying, saying, "No way! There ain't no way my mom had a stroke. Ain't no way my mom had anything health related happen. Nothing health issues. No health issues. She's perfectly healthy. That was my mom, perfectly healthy. But then this stroke happened. And so we go into the hospital and we find out more that my mom had diabetes. She did not tell anybody. She did not tell me. She didn't tell my dad. She didn't tell my brother. Now she would have told my dad more than anybody because they lived together and they had an empty house at that time. And just the fact that she never said anything to my dad about this, it surprised him more than anything. It surprised us more than anything. If she didn't want anybody to know that she had a stroke and things like that, she could have told me. I think because it's not having to worry. But we're gonna worry so much because now your life's on the line. Like now your life is on the line. Or shit. You don't know if you're gonna live or not. So really from then on and I see her. Once I see her, I almost broke down crying again because she's down like this. And it's so sad to like think about it constantly. Like this lovely, it's been 3 years now. And we're 3 years on the fit. And I'll get more to it now. More to it in a second. Like, from seeing her and from the like hours that passed, days that passed, doctors kept saying she's abducted these fibers. Doctors kept saying this is from complications of diabetes. Does anybody, know about how this had happened and things like that, or anyone about diabetes and things like that, and he did not know. So we were just as clueless. And they just try to do everything they can. And then got to find out she has a brain hemorrhage. And so it's like, okay, yeah, brain inflamed. And as it's inflamed, it's hemorrhaging. Literally, she can barely do anything. It's like now her brain is like almost being destroyed just with it. She's not able to do like even daily functions. She's not able to speak or do anything. Like literally, once we got into the hospital, my mom's really able to speak, and she is able to speak. It was crazy. Her entire right side, she couldn't even like. This was not to work. does not get any easier to read the story. But to kind of summarize, I'm not crying while it's just after finding all of that out, it's like, okay, it's only a matter of time to just let the current medicine that's in her just work its magic. Let the doctors do whatever they can, everything they can, while we're just thinking we go in and out her room to the waiting room. We're just there long hours. We're stressed out and just terrified of what's happening. And then that night, my uncles, they decide we're gonna go back to the house and just go back to the house and, try and just calm ourselves and we'll see what happens the next day. And so we go back to and we bring back, some chips and dip, little things to eat, and some drinks because we're gonna need a lot. And next thing I know, once I get back to the house, I got back to my room. I took a white claw and I started drinking. Next thing I know, I have a drink already. Um, I walk around the house and I'm noticing how eerily quiet it is. And it's also being so nervous. Like how nervous all these emotions like get my mom out. I'm really thinking, how can my mom, of all people, have this happen to her? And then I see a picture of both my mom and my grandmother. And this picture specifically is the picture that it was my grandmother. She was basically initiated into Delta Sigma Theta, and she's always wanted to be Delta ever since she was in college, but she couldn't afford it. But she was able to go back into grad school to be Delta, and my mom was already a Delta because she had a full ride. And so once they got initiated, there was some already with mother and daughter. And now that I'm here and I've gone through school myself, I also want to pledge Delta Sigma Theta. And I'm currently trying to find ways how I can be initiated myself since I've already gone through a 4-year university. But I'm trying to see, because my university was so small, it was way too small to have like any security opportunities. But it was possible if I were to do another school, like all around here. That and I can't do that was I have IEY, I got I have like options for it, so I'll get to it and then really try to find a way to to or maybe become a celebrity. Celebrity. I don't know. I don't know. But at least I wanna at least have that as a note of all three sisters. But get back to the story. The next day. The next day. My dad calls me and says the medicine got worse. But my mom, she's still alive. She's just breathing through tubes. And she can't move at all. She can't speak. Her eyes can't even open. Because the dosage of the medicine that she was given was way too high for her. And I was thinking, was there any medicine that, can help her instead of So or what is it that it's just it was a lot, and that was actually that same day where they were like, we made you come to the club today, and I'm here.
What?
Because I'm here, like, never thought I would see the day where I had to be like, pull the plug
On my mom. On my mom out of all people. Pull the plug on my mom. Like,
craziest thing ever. Thank God I didn't have to. Well, thank God we didn't have to. It was mainly that we were just really focused on fun test, but it really just that second day really took a toll. That it really took a toll. I updated and showed me back in school about everything. My mom's in the hospital. I need to like, be here longer and things like that. It was just a lot. It was just it's getting to me. It's still getting to me now, and so it was very abnormal. I couldn't eat anything that day. So I day. I couldn't even drink a cup of water because I was just I was so stressed. It was just it kept getting worse from there. It got so much worse that by the time the third day came was when it really hit me. And it's something I've never done that to me so early. Like my brother, like mind you, my brother is in college. He's currently in Michigan State, but back when this this was back when he was still, at home, like he was still in St. Louis, but he went to London. Oh my gosh, no. I'm so stressed right now. I can't even say the school that my brother went to, but I know the school that he went to. He was at Lindenwood. He was at Lindenwood University in St. Louis. God, the memory is so vivid and so like traumatizing, so distressing that it's literally messing me up. But he was still in Lindenwood. He was getting into his first year of playing football, like playing collegiate football. He was redshirted the first year. So, he was getting ready for that. And I was finishing beauty school. So that was, that. And then also at the same time, my mom just started being on retirement. She just started her retirement. Literally just started her retirement. She didn't even, she didn't even, she didn't, she didn't even live in retirement, and this had to happen to her. But get back on with it. Oh, they didn't brain dust them. So they were trying to like really, it was really the main part was really trying to figure out if the brain was gonna still operate and still work because our brain was still hemorrhaging. And at exactly 2 p.m. August 5th, that day, my mom passed. My mom passed. My mom passed. But I know she fought to the end. She fought to the end. I could tell she was fighting. I could tell she was fighting. But she passed to the end. She fought. She passed. And it's now been 3 years since she passed. And not only that she passed away this month, but it's also her birthday is later this month. Her birthday is on the 22nd. It's actually in 10 days. So it's like the entire month is just horrible for me. And it's even more horrible because now I'm thinking about my grandmother and her death, thinking about what led to, like, led up to it. Like, my grandmother was struggling with dementia for over 10 years, probably was 15 years. She was struggling with it. It started coming in since my uncle had passed, her only son, her son, basically. And so it's just other things that just keeps coming. And it's been 4 years since she passed. So it's just a lot. Just, I hate this exact moment. I do. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. And next month, I probably even hate my own birth month. And that's next month. All I know is that year, I did not want to remember that everybody celebrated. And I loved it. I loved it a lot. I loved it. So, yeah, I hate what the podcast. I hate with the pretty passion. I can't stop crying. And I miss I miss my mom. I know things would have been a whole lot different if she was still here. I wouldn't be like this. I definitely wouldn't be trying to ask for financial help every second or every time I'm on here. But yeah, I really miss it. And I hate August. Yeah. If you stayed until the end, thank you for listening to me and everything I had to say in this ramble. I did kind of go into whispering. I wanted to whisper. There are times where I'm like, let me speak at least softly and keep it there. So make sure the volume is like at a decent volume so you are not constantly being like, oh, turning it down and stuff like that. I don't want that to happen. But thank you for listening to my story if you reached the end. Remember to check my description box. Check everything. Um, I am gonna still keep the challenge of if you if you support me, when you schedule an appointment and you donate to my GoFundMe or my Venmo instead of my GoFundMe, and you like, comment, and subscribe and share this to everybody you know, I will give you a shout out and give you my great appreciation, especially since you're truly listening and truly, you know, you're hearing me, you're seeing me as a very authentic person. So, yeah, don't forget to check the description box, things like that, and I'll see you